Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Brandon Wynn, back again with Critical Failure, and we're on the Blue Dragon Wormling, the very last of the fucking the Blue Dragons. Thankfully, these things are fucking annoying, dude. There's like so many. Uh, but the Blue Dragon Wormling stats are as follows: it's a medium size, it's lawful evil, AC of 17, natural armor, hit point average of 52, 8d8 plus 16, speed of 30 feet, so it's like walking around, burrow speed of 15 feet, and a flight speed of 60 feet. So it's the only one that does not have an 80-foot flight speed. Its strength is 17 plus 3, dex of 10 plus 0, constitution of 15 plus 2, intelligence of 12 plus 1, wisdom of 11 plus 0, and charisma of 15 plus 2. Its proficient saving throws are dex plus 2, con plus 4, wisdom plus 2, and charisma plus 4, which means his proficiency bonus of plus 2. Its proficient skills are perception and stealth, which are 4 and 2. It's immune to lightning, has blind sight up to 10 feet, dark vision up to 60 feet, and passive perception of 14. It only speaks Draconic, so it does not speak Common yet. It's challenge rating 3, 700 XP. It has only the bite, which it's a melee weapon, plus 5 to hit, reach of 5 feet, 1 target only, 8 average, 1d10 plus 3 piercing damage, plus 3 average, 1d6 lightning damage. It has a lightning breath on a recharge of 5 or 6 on a d6 roll. The dragon exhales lightning in a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide. Each creature in that line must make a DC 12 dex save, taking 22 average, 4d10 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. I think this would be the perfect time to talk about that like AoE thingy that we were talking about, like just a field that you would be able to possibly enter. Personally, I think it grows with the dragon. So probably from wormling to young, it's probably 5 feet. And then from adult or to adult, it'd probably be 10 feet. And then the ancient's 15 feet. I think it would stack. So I don't think necessarily like a deck save might be a good idea. Personally, I don't see those necessarily being consistent. Uh, but it like I can see how it's like your idea where it's like, hey, guess what? You have the opportunity to possibly jump out of the discharge rate. So it's like, yeah, you're able to possibly start seeing it and you jump out and it strikes where it was instead of following you like a normal current would. But I kind of like that idea. So we could try to use that, and the DC could be stacking higher as like the distance grows. It's still stronger, and how big these things are. So I would probably say a wormling would probably be again with the DC 12 because that fits it. The young dragon would probably be a DC 15. Adult dragon would probably be a DC 17, and then the ancient would probably be a DC 20. And that means that you'd have to have a lot more ability staying the fuck away from it just to make sure that you can attack. That's my entire thing on that. I'm not sure how you would run it. Like, what would you do for that?
Uh, no, that actually kind of hits pretty well with that. Honestly, DC 20 for the ancient, 15, 10, maybe 5 for the wormling. Honestly,
A
just
DC 5?
because honestly, it just seems kind of like
Well, the
for
issue
like an
is
AoE.
that remember these are dragons also, and you're damn near saying that because a lot of things, even at level one, unless you're doing like really weird like point buy systems where you're probably like really stat whoring or not, like even a normal roll. So you have a dexterity of 10, right? Uh
Mhm.
that's 25% or lower of your entire rolls would have the option of just winning, just because each side is what, a 5% chance? Yeah, 5% chance per side of dice, if I'm correct, for the d20. So 1 through 5 is 25. So that means you have 6 through 20 to make it. That's why it's too low. That's why even the lightning breath is a DC 12. So that's why I went with that because yeah, 12 at a low level
Yeah,
kind of hard to like depending on your stats, kind of hard to hit. You got something higher than 10 you have to aim for. Uh it really depends on your character, but it's like more than likely you're not facing off a wormling within the first couple levels. So like you're probably more likely still going to get it. Like at this level, if I wanted to throw it at you, I'd probably make you guys attack it like maybe two or three part like a 2 or 3 man party, seeing what I could do against you guys with that. No, you guys
Yeah.
are Desult, so I'd probably have to boost it up a little bit more like probably make you face a young dragon.
Yeah, no,
But remember,
like,
usually you guys are on a party.
so what I meant by that, like, is in a standard setting, maybe it seems a little better.
Even with the standard setting, you guys, because most people don't do the D20, they do 46 drop the lowest. The average roll for 46, I think, is like 10. Most people that I know roll pretty decently on that. I've known people who have gotten 16s. No, 18s, my bad, because I keep thinking of the fucking a different method. But I've known people who've gotten 18s a lot of the times while rolling. It really depends on what you prioritize in your character. If you're not a
Yeah,
dex main and that's your dump stat, still would be kind of unfair to put it as a DC5. Like if you're thinking DC5, think like a rusty lock on a door that you could probably push a little, like put a little bit of effort in, or a very weak poison, kind of like imagine like someone poisoned you with rat poison, that type of
yeah,
stuff, or spider bite. Like very low rolls are meant to be passed super easy. That's the thing.
yeah. Uh, no, I totally see where you're coming from with it.
Yeah, like
I
it's supposed to be a challenge.
I mean, personally, I was just like thinking on like a lower end scale, just because it's easier to scale up than it is down.
Well, scaling down, yeah, that's why I started at the Wormling. Like it already had the DC 12 for it shooting lightning out of it on purpose. It's not that hard to say that, it's naturally coming out that way anyway. So that's why I thought that was, and it matches with its growing of age. Like as it gets stronger, it's more harder to do it as it's like arcing out faster and such. So that's why I was like going with it going up so fast. Also, like the Wormling, I said I think 15, and then a 18 or 19. No, I said 12, 15. I think I then said 17, then 20. I think I don't remember what I said 100%, but it's like along those lines.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily bad with the way it is. Maybe if anything, a DC 10 and then go up by increments. So it'd be 10 for the Wormling, which isn't bad. It's just like two off. And then say about 14 for the Wormling, 16 for the adult, and then 20 for the ancient. Like it's really up to you as a DM on how you want to do it. But I know how I would do it, because it'd just
Yeah.
be easier to stick with the DC 12 for the Wormling and kind of scale up with whatever the Dragon's DC stuff is, which I'll actually look at it now. So that
Yeah.
way I could just say,
I know with our case in particular, just all and all, it just makes better sense to kind of keep it as is versus like tampering with it.
so if we're going by the DCs, like if you're just copy pasting the DCs from the creatures, the
Mhm.
blue dragon would Wormling would be a DC 12, young blue dragon would be a DC 16, adult would be a DC 20, and the ancient would be a DC 22. So kind of being a little bit nice because I'm not even reaching them. But yeah, like it depends on
Yeah.
how you kind of want to do it. But that is the Wormling. And a little bit extra for you guys dealing with if you really want to take your party over. But I'll be seeing you guys in the next set of videos. See ya.
Bye.